Hello, everybody. This is Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen, where I bring my love of crochet to inspire you to learn to crochet or to advance your skills. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for subscribing. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you will always be notified when I am on. So come on in, join me, tell me what you're working on, where you're from, what your name is, what your weather is like. It is 90 degrees here in sunny South Florida and not a cloud in the sky. And I continue to work on my scrap yarn project, and I am on this last ball because then it'll be long enough for me. So who is going to join me today? Hello, Helen. How are you today? Oh, thank you so much. I decided to put on something other than a t-shirt to bring up my style some. Since I bought these clothes and hardly ever wear them because I hardly ever go anywhere, thought I'd throw on my purple polka dot dress. Are you working on anything? I'm hoping I'll finish this last ball for this one side of my tube dress and then start some new balls of yarn for this second part of it. Don't know if this will be the front or the back, but we will see. Oh, you're at work. So when you go home, what are you going to be working on? Today is hump day. And I just realized we're having a baby reveal party on Saturday, and I have not picked up my diaper donation. So I need to go do that. Oh, you're going to work on your scrap project. Cool. I am certainly looking forward to seeing what this is really going to look like in the end. All of these colors. I wear this outside if somebody say, did she lose her mind? I'm putting this in the category of a scrap, what do you call them? A quilt. When they do quilting, they used to use the scrap yarn. My grandmother used to quilt, and she always had those pieces of scrap yarn around. And she didn't have a sewing machine, so she sewed everything by hand. But I never got into quilting. Oh, you keep changing your mind on what you're making? I was the same way. I just grabbed the balls of yarn and just started putting them together And then I was thinking, what am I going to do with this? And then I remembered the lady that had the that dress, that halter dress that looked like a scrap project. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me, a scrap project. But it was very, very nice. But I don't want to do a halter. I just want to pull something on. I don't want to have to tie anything, adjust anything, just pull it on and out the door. You want to learn to quilt? I have a friend, she lives in California. She and her mom quilt, but I never got into it, especially since I don't like, when I looked at her quilting thing and it had the ruler on it and all that stuff, I was like, okay, that's not for me. I don't want to be measuring anything. The most measuring I do is on my crochet stuff, and it's not like I have to calculate anything because I'm just not. That's probably why I don't really worry about writing patterns because you really have to think about how you're going to do measurements and if the sizing of different stuff. I have much respect for those that do the patterns and have all the sizes, tell you exactly how many chains you have to make for different sizes. But I am still trying to write the pattern for a hat that I made. So I think you can kind of get away with hats, but not with dresses and stuff like that. You really have to know your measurements. And me and math are not friends. I can know my monies, but I do not like math. But I like to crochet. I always say I'm very good at recreating someone else's pattern, but I want to get good at doing my own patterns. But I just don't have a whole lot of time in the day. I did a replay of a class from Michael's that I really it was a series of classes, but this was the one that I wanted to see. And I'm not sure, I don't think I could ever find to register for it. And I think the day that they had the class was probably the day that I went to the draft party. So I did a replay of the class and I watched it. Did I watch it today on my lunch break? I think I watched it today on my lunch break. But, I never know where I am. Let me think, where is the earring? Oh, there's the earring. So I have this, so she makes paper earrings. So if you can see that, that's my logo. And I didn't have the right size of the cardstock, but I used what I had on hand. And this is, I have stickers from Sticker Mule. And I always wanted somebody to make me a pair of earrings using my logo. But you see people with their logo and you say, "Well, who did those for you?" And sometimes you get an answer back, sometimes you won't. So when I saw that she was going to be doing that earring class for paper, I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. Now, she did not say that you could use a sticker, but I said, what is it going to hurt? So I did. The other one is still drying because I put this one together during my lunch break, and then the other one, I did part of it on my break, and then I finished it before I came to do my live. So I will have a set, but I want to get the right size cardstock so I can do it again, so it'll be better. Plus, I cut around it to like I traced a circle and then I just cut around it with scissors. But I really want to learn how to be better at it. I want to be, and I do jewelry But she gave a lot of good tips about the hardware, what to buy to make it so that your stuff doesn't tarnish. And since I haven't really made jewelry in a long time, I probably forgot a lot of that stuff. So I'm going to watch the replay again and write down all those little tidbits. And I'm going to go, I have to get a small hole puncher because I use my, is it a Yule, an owl, Owl, whatever it is, AWL. I think that's the right owl. Ooh. Anyway, it's that really pointy thing that you can use to put holes in leather and stuff like that. So that's what I use to put the hole in it. But I want to get one of those hole punch that has a really small diameter so I can make it look a little bit better. But I enjoy doing it, and it doesn't take a lot of time. But she also does classes for box making, and she makes her own sleeves for her jewelry, which I thought was really interesting. So I think I'm going to probably upchuck because the Michael's class was free, but her classes you have to pay for them. But she does have one class that's for replay, and it's $59. So I'm debating if I'm going to do it because I just don't want to throw out $59 and not be able to get it back in some form of fashion. So, but I enjoyed making these earrings, so I'll be wearing them. And I always wanted to make the paper earrings because I like a lot of earrings, but they're always so heavy. And so that's why I like to crochet my earrings because if you use the right yarn, if you don't make them too long or too big, they're not that heavy. So that is where I am. So I enjoyed making those little earrings. I probably still use the sticker, but I'm just going to get the right size cardstock paper so that it won't be, because this is, yeah, it's hard, and I can make, yep, it's hard. So I'm sure when I get finished with this, the other one will be hard and I can put the ear wire on it. And then I'll have me a set of my logos to wear. You learn to make stitch markers. I watched your, oh, really? Thank you for watching. I did, where's my, I had some of the jewelry stuff that I have, I'll use as a stitch marker, like the clock class. I had like hearts, and because when I was making jewelry, I bought the hearts and stuff like that. So I would use that to make a stitch mark, but I hardly ever use them because I like the little plastic ones that I get from Clover. Hey, Kelly, how are you today? You came to my house, girl. Are you working on anything? Are you going to do my challenge? I am working on my scrap project so that I can make this into a tube top dress. Wear it around in these hot summer days that we have. It's 90 degrees here. I was telling Helen about, I don't know if you were lurking at the time, but I was telling Helen about my earring that I made. I only have the one on because I have to the other one is drying. I am doing well. Trying to get my life in order, trying to get my craft room was so nice and neat when the guy put down my new flooring. Now it's just a hot mess. A hot mess. I still keep saying I need to reorganize, get some of this yarn. Stop buying yarn, first of all. Oh, oh no, I showed it yesterday. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. I'll show you the pink one. I have a yellow one out there too. So this is what I've been working on. Little rompers. So I have this one, I have a yellow and white one, and I have the little sun hat and the Mary Jane booties in the yellow and white, but they're out in the family room. But the pink one is here, so I need to make a hat with the pink one. Then when I did the booties, I wasn't thinking about the yarn, changing colors and stuff. So I have um, mixed match. They're mixed match to me. My friend said, "Oh, they're not that bad," but so I'm going to do white booties instead of using the yarn, which really disappoints me because I really want to use the yarn, but it's hard to try to get those colors right. Um, Hi Janice, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you all did a thumbs up when you came in. Cold, 56 degrees. Woo, Highland. That is cold. The romper is adorable. Thank you so much. I wish I had brought the yellow one back in here, but I forgot. I look because I took it out there to take a picture to send to my friend. Oh, let me see. But I'm making that one now. I started another one using. Where is that yarn? Uh, Using this yarn. What is this? Tutti Frutti. So I'm working on. Let me come back because it's so. So I'm working on one using that yarn. I like this yarn. I made something with. I think I did my corner to corner scarf and hat with this yarn. Thank you, Kelly. Let me see. Yes, I'm addicted to yarn. I'm not going to the yarn stores for a while. I'm going to use what I got. Lord, honey, I say that so much, so much. And then something else will come to mind. It's like, oh, I need to get that yarn, especially since I wanted to make these little baby rompers. So, of course, I had to go out and buy baby yarn. And I bought a lot of baby yarn. And I picked up some what is that called? Big twist yarn too, because as I keep saying, I'm still working on that blanket for my mom. Yes, thank you, Kelly. Tell everybody to remember to do that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Oh, was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about my earrings. Why can't I remember what side it's on? But I made this earring. This is my logo, as you can see. But I made it into an earring. I took the little stickers and made earrings. So that's probably going to become my other obsession. But I want to watch. I want to do the class that this lady has because she does. She makes her own boxes, her own sleeves, her thank you cards. She makes everything. And I have a Cricut, but honey, if my daughter doesn't pull that Cricut out for me, it doesn't get used because I just don't have the time. It's like the PC Stitch to make graphs so that I can make more graph cans. But I just don't have the time to really go over the program and play with it and figure it all out. So I tell my daughter, can you just do this? And of course, she rolls her eyes. I told her, I said, you can roll your eyes. I said, but if you ever made a graph that I can put in my Etsy shop and it sells, you can get some money from it. But she more focused on that little boy of hers than she is on helping mama. Hey Vivian, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. So that is what my day trying to make earrings on my lunch break. But I am so, so excited. She had a kit. I went ahead and ordered the kit, but I still need to get that hole punch so that I can, instead of using my owl, whatever the thing is, to Yule. Is it an owl? I think it's an owl. AWL. How do you say that? Owl? Owl? I don't know. It was so funny. I saw I don't even know if it was I think it was a pattern, but I don't know if it was a YouTube pattern or somebody just sent me the pattern. Hi, Mandela Sparkle. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Yes. Is it owl or owl? I don't know how to say it. Oh, let me put my invite on here. I always forget to do that. But I watched this thing and I wanted to, because they used it for sandals. Yeah, I think it was a YouTube thing, but she used it to for her sandals because she wanted to crochet around, not sandal, flip flop. She wanted to crochet, so she punched all these holes in there. So I went to Lowe's, and of course I was talking to somebody young who had absolutely no idea what I was talking about. And then there was a man in there around my age. He knew exactly what I was talking about, took me right to where it was, and I've had that thing since then, and I haven't used it except for when I did, and I was punching those holes. I was like, this is way too much work for me. But I kept it, and I'm glad I kept it. I used it. Hey, Jeanette, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. You see, yes, it's a habit now when I go to video on YouTube. I did the flip flops. So, like, really? That's good. I didn't do them. I need to find something that sells like hotcakes. So I am now on the mission of making these, trying to do these baby rompers and little hats and their little slippers and see where they go. I'm actually kind of sort of thinking about doing a craft show this year. I'm not sure because that's a lot of work and I don't really have anybody to help me drag all that stuff out and lift it and stuff like that. So, but it's a thought. It is a thought now that the weather is better and um, people are getting the vaccine. I got mine. I'm happy, and we'll see. We'll see. The one of them that I initially thought about doing, they were having it in the mall back in either the end of the year or beginning of this year, and I was like, "There's no way I'm going to be in a mall around a whole bunch of people wearing a mask. Nope." And I think they wanted $170 something to do it. I was like, nope, not going to do that. So I'm going to keep looking around to see if there are any that are reasonably priced. Because if I'm dragging all that stuff in there, and yeah, unless I think I'm going to make that much money, I don't see myself paying almost $200. But that might be the going price, but not for Gloria. Hello, Miss Tina. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did thumbs up when you came in. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, everybody's saying hello to everybody. But that's where I've never done a craft show before. Never. And then for these little rompers, I realized I need smaller hangers because there is no way you can get them on a regular size hanger. I would just stretch the poor little thing and stretch it all out of shape trying to get it onto a regular size hanger. So that's the other thing I need to look for. I only need a few. And I did a search for them yesterday, and I think the cheapest I saw was like $16 for 6 of them or something like that. May have been a little cheaper than that, but I was like, "Nah, I don't think so." So I'll just keep looking for that. Hello, Nadine. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. So the romper, and I wish I had brought the yellow one in here, but I did the yellow one with the little sun hat and the booties, but I have to do the booties again. And I refuse to let the booties that I did because I used that same yarn, but they were mixed matched. And I didn't even realize it until I actually finished the second one. I was like, oh my goodness, one is more white and the other one is more yellow. Let me see, Gloria, I think that's way too much money to pay for it because your big ticket items are the hardest to sell. And I know because I keep these items, they're the hardest to sell. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Craft shows are fun, but are a lot of work because you are trying to get your table costs back first. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You got to be able to. I mean, if I'm in, look, I'm not even selling anything right now, so um, I can't imagine putting out $200 and then maybe something that costs $20 sells and that's it. No, I got it. I went to what's that thing? Comic Con? Is it Comic Con? Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Comic Con. I bought my daughter and I, that's her thing. It's not my thing, but I wanted to experience it because she loves that kind of stuff. And the only reason why I think I really wanted to go is because I remember one year I saw Jamie Foxx because they have a huge one in, I think in San Diego, California, or either Los Angeles, wherever it is. And they had a lot of stars, of course, because that's in California. But my daughter was like, she was hoping that the guy from Star Trek would be there, but I don't think he was there. But there were some other people there, um, but I don't know who they are. But I wanted to go just to experience it. And let me tell you, these people go all out. If I was a quick crocheter and could do some of those outfits, you could probably make a killing off of that. But there was a lady there that had her own area, and she was a crocheter, and she was fast crocheter, and she was in there. She had all kinds of stuff already done, but she was in there crocheting her little heart out. I don't know how much money she made, and I'm sure that had to be an expensive venture. But she might be someone that's making a lot of money crocheting, especially if she's following the Comic Con thing. So, um, but I thought that was so interesting, and I stood there and watched her for a minute and looked at some of her stuff. I was like, but I didn't see anybody, a whole lot of people come and buy anything, but it could, who knows what was there before me. But I was quite impressed. Young lady, I had her card. I don't even know what I did with the card. I tried to keep all those cards that I got. And my daughter got to meet some people. She knew these people. I didn't know any of them. I just recorded it so she could have pictures of it. But I said, okay, I'm leaving. Have fun. So I was there, and there was one person that came. Is it Captain America? Who has huge wings? Is it Captain America? Somebody has huge wings, and there was a guy that came in with the costume on with these huge wings, taking up the whole area. There were people. There was a whole family with their um what is it? Black Panther. Oh, why can't I think of the city? But anyway, they had the whole family. They were dressed up. It was really interesting. There was a lady who had on a mermaid tail, and the guy was pushing her because the mermaid tail, I forgot how much she said it weighed, but it was heavy. They go all out at these things, all out. Let me see. It's rubber wrap. Um, No, I don't know if she has it on Ravelry, but her YouTube channel is Maisie and Ruth. She's new to YouTube. Because when I looked at her, she had only had like 383 subscribers, and I think she started YouTube in February. Her name is Amanda, but her YouTube is Maisie and Ruth. Um, and I know she said that it's on her blog, so just look her up. But her instructions are really good. Let me see. Hi, Angie. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. Let me see. The most I've ever paid was 150 and was so nervous that I couldn't make my money back. Oh, but at the end of the event, I made over 600 and I was so excited. Oh, good for you, girl. Yeah, see, that's what I have to just like this why can't I let me see. This earring that I made. This was the lady, and I just took the stickers that I have for my logo that I got from Sticker Mule, and I made the earring. The other one is drying, so that's I only have one on. Um, but I need to get the right size card stock for it because did I say hi to Sandra? Hey Sandra, if I didn't say hi, and I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. But the card stock that I have, I don't think it's the right thickness. Um, but I used what I had on hand, and because I really wanted to see if I could do it, and it turned out good for me because these are just for me. But I have to get a hole punch, and I might buy some different ear wires and stuff just to make sure. But she has other classes for making boxes and your own packaging and stuff like that. So I might check into that because I always liked it. I'm a stickler for because I always feel no one can personalize your stuff as good as you can. Even when I did my logo, the first lady that did it, like the sketch that she sent me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be real nice. But the finished product, I was like, what is this? Doesn't look like me. Even my daughter and my friends, because I sent it to other people, I was like, what do you think about this? And they like, nope. So the girl was really upset, and I told her, I said, at least give me half back because this doesn't look like the sketch that you did. So then I found this lady on Etsy. I don't remember what her thing was. And when she did it, I was like, I like that. This I like. That shows more of me than the other thing that the other girl did. So I've been stuck with it because I like it. But the thing is, you go through, you take a chance when you put you say this is, you send them a picture and you hope that they can recreate what you just sent them. And I think she did a pretty good job. So now, because Sticker Mule is okay, and they did a good job recreating the logo. They did it perfect. From the logo that she did is perfect. But I still want to be able to do some personalized packaging and stuff like that. I want to learn how to do that. That is the problem. When you see other crafts, I did see the resin. The lady did resin. Now, I like to look at resin, but I don't want to do it because I don't want to have to wear a mask to do anything. That is hazardous material that I just do not want to be bothered with. But this and some Mod Podge, I can do. Me and Mod Podge are going to be good friends. Between my crochet earrings and now my paper earrings, we're going to be good. Only downside to these, and even with crochet earrings, once they get wet, they're going to change their shape if you're using something to harden them. So, these will not be something I would be wearing outside by the pool, at the beach, in the rain. Nothing like that because I want them to stay as good as possible. stay looking nice as long as possible, I should say. But I'm going to keep looking for me a craft. And it'd be nice if I can find one. You know, I want to do it like in August because that's my birthday month, and I usually take 2 weeks off. Well, I am taking 2 weeks off. I've already been approved. I'm taking 2 weeks off for my birthday, so then that'll give me time if I can find one to do then. That way, I have time, and I'm already making stuff that I want to do it for. Yeah, everything is not for everyone. Yep, that is so true. That resin, when she started talking about the masks that they wear, I watch a lady, her name Beverly Stunning Creation. Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called, something like that. This woman, she makes some of the, if you are a gaudy person that likes blingy, blingy, gaudy stuff, that's the channel to watch. I'm telling you, she makes all kinds of stuff. Everything she buys to make something with, she gets it from the Dollar Tree. And she can make some of the prettiest stuff from that Dollar Tree store. I was like, her Dollar Tree store is the bomb because she makes it the bomb. She buys the simplest things. She's good with calculation because Gloria hates to measure anything. Even when I did these, I made circles, then I cut them out, and they're off. But I was like, that makes them unique for me. Because when a human is doing something, it's not going to be perfect. Because I can crochet the same thing twice, and it's not going to be the same exact way each time that I crochet it. Let me see. Wow, that was a blessing, Jeanette. You do such great work. Let me see. So that's where I am. So I'm going to be a little excited about starting mine. It's not like I need another craft to do. Crochet keeps me quite occupied, but I do want to make some real money. And so far, I haven't made any real money. So, nothing else. I have some cute earrings, because I certainly have enough cute crocheted ones. But I'm enjoying my journey on both because I've learned so much from YouTube about crochet. And I'm hoping people that watch my tutorials have learned something new too. As I always call it, it is YouTube University. Almost anything you want to learn how to make, you can find a tutorial on YouTube. I have one of those door locks that you have to key in the code to get in. And I was trying to figure out how to change the code. Went to YouTube, found the code, and I also found out that when you buy them, they already have a generic code in them, 1234, I think, something like that. I forgot it, something like that. It's already programmed. And if you don't take that out, if people know that, other people know that, and you got some thieves in the neighborhood and they know this, they could do that. And so when I watched that video, I was like, what? You mean to tell me all this time I've had this thing, anybody could have come into my house if they knew this? And I punched in the code, and sure enough, it unlocked. So I had to get rid of that code quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I was really surprised. I was like, why isn't this information on the box? It probably was on the box since I wasn't the one that installed it. And I never really even looked at the pamphlet. It might be in there somewhere, but I was just shocked to find out that the whole time, and I think I've had this thing on my door for like a year before I even tried to change the code. Angie says she uses YouTube for everything. I can tell you a funny about me and YouTube. My kitchen sink, the water wasn't coming out like at the right pressure or something. And I was like, what is wrong with this thing? So I go onto YouTube, I see this tutorial, and the guy tells you what to do. The thing he did not say to do was turn off the water. Now, I politely undid this thing, and water was everywhere. And lucky for me, my daughter was home. I yelled at her, I said, go get the neighbor, go get the neighbor. So he came over and he's like, where's your main water? I was like, I don't know. So he went outside and he found it and he told me where it is. But I have flooded the entire kitchen, the entire living room. I had so much water. I hurt so bad from having to get all of that water up. I threw towels everywhere. I was like, never again. I'm going to have to look at more videos because I was like, oh, this is an easy fix. Nope. That was my funny for YouTube. So I called a plumber and I told him what happened and he just laughed. It's like, you didn't turn off the water. I said, I know to turn off. He didn't say to turn off the water. I didn't even think that that's what you should do first because I am not a plumber. Oh, Jeanette, you're working and listening? Oh, I thought you'd be off this time of the day. Yes, get a good chuckle off of that one because I felt like such an idiot afterwards, but I just thought, oh, I was like, okay. Didn't even think about the water just spewing out everywhere. So lesson learned. Make sure you have all of the information before you attempt to be your own DIY. So now I said, I just have to put more money aside for the plumber, the electrician. I'm definitely not going to try anything electrical. You know, anything that needs to be fixed, I'm just going to have to set money aside so I can call somebody that knows how to do it. But it got fixed, to say the least. I will never try that again. But I definitely learned a great lesson. I'm going to go and put the other part on my other earring, and so I have me a set so I can go off to Joann's. They do their classes through Michael's, but I don't want to drive to. Let me see. I'm so mad that they closed the Michael's that was closest to me. And I don't want to go over to, no, I don't want to go over to that Michael's. Let me see. Is it further? I never can. I think I'm between the Michael's and the Joann's, but the Joann's is where I want to go because I'm going to look at the Michael's and see if they have yarn because I know Joann's sale is over. But they might have, let me see, what's today? Today's the 12th, Wednesday. Oh, yeah. I think there's end on Wednesdays. Oh, and my phone is right here. I can look and see if it's over because they had a 50% off coupon. I need a 50% off coupon because I'm cheap like that. Why buy full price when you can have a 50% off coupon? Where is, there's Joann's. Okay, Joann's. That was Mother's Day, yeah, so everything's probably over. Let me see. That was today only. Man. 40% off. Oh, it ends today. So I will go over today. Let me see. Yep. 40% off today. So I'll go over today. Michael's has the worst app that I've ever had to mess with. So stick with Joann's. There is a lot better. I have a countertop ice machine, and we looked it up YouTube because it stopped working. My husband took it apart, and now working. Ooh, because I was ready to buy another one. Oh, you sound like me. I had a Keurig coffee pot a little while ago. I had it for about a year, and then all of a sudden it just stopped working. And I said, fine. I took all of those. I had bought the little twirly thing that you put all your little cups in and stuff. I had bought all that stuff. I was so mad when that thing stopped working. $100 and it stops working. I said, forget it. I'm not going to buy another one. I'm going to just stick with my Mr. Coffee and be happy. Hey, Pamela, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. I hope you did a thumbs up when you came in. I'm just babbling on about me and not being able to fix anything. But see, at least your husband is a tinkerer because I don't have a husband to tinker. Um, it's me and my checkbook that get things done around this house. So I'm definitely going to have to definitely make sure I set aside money because things are definitely, my roof is, let me see, I got this roof in 2004. So how many years is that? However old it is. I think I have, yeah, because I think it's the warranty is 20 years, so I'm getting short on those 20 years, getting close to those 20 years. Thought I was the only person that struggled with Michael's. Yeah, their app sucks. I'm like, who created this? All this. I have yet. Joanne went public, and I kept saying I wanted to buy some of their stock because I give them much of my money. But the company that I buy, well, I haven't used them to buy the stock because I already had the stock. They just transferred to another company. I don't even understand their website. I had to call them just to get activated. And it was so confusing. I was so ticked off. I was like, this company is garbage. I'm thinking about moving it to E-Trade or something like that because I understand E-Trade. I don't understand this foolishness. So I might have to go to call E-Trade and find out. But I do not like Michael's. And Joanne sends me a text message all the time. And I have signed up for stuff with Michael's. I don't even think I see the emails anymore. But when I go in there, I give them my phone number. So if they got something on, there's a discount, I get my discount. But their app is the worst. I had it on my phone. I just deleted it off because it's useless to me. But Joanne's app is great. No, I don't think only time I had a problem is because my phone was acting up. I was so mad one day. I wanted to they had the cutest journal when you check, because you know they always get you when you check out. Always get you when you're checking out. And they had this really pretty journal. And I knew I think I actually had a 65% off coupon because every now and again they give you a really good coupon. And I don't know, it may not have been 65, but it had to be at least 40 or 50. Whatever it was a good coupon. And I could have got that thing for like $3. My phone would not open the doggone coupons. And you know, sometimes they'll be nice and say, oh yeah, we got this coupon, and they'll scan it for you. Sometimes they won't. Depends on who's working that day. And if it's a special coupon, they don't have it because you are the one that got it. It wouldn't open. I was so mad. I left from there. I stopped at Burger King, got me something to eat, and I drove over to the Verizon store so I could get me a new phone. That's another thing. I will keep a phone until it dies. I am not one that wants to go out and spend a lot of money for another phone. So I will keep my phone until it dies. But that's probably the only time I really can complain about their app, but it wasn't their fault, it's my phone. But I stick with Joann, and I like going to Joann. I really, really miss AC Moore because that was my favorite store to go to. I loved AC Moore. The store was always nice and neat. They always had what I was looking for. I never, never, never had to. Um, they had great cute. They had a like a membership thing or whatever it was, and you could collect points to get discounts and stuff like that. I loved Hobby Lobby. Not Hobby Lobby. I just saw your thing. AC Moore. No, Hobby Lobby had the worst app because you couldn't open it in their stores. I don't. I've been in Hobby Lobby a handful of times, and it's right near me, but I don't go in there because I think I don't like their policies and I don't like their prices. So me and Hobby Lobby don't get along. So I stay out of Hobby Lobby. I stick with my Joann. Joann is my go-to, and Michaels is my backup, and Wally World is my second backup. And Wally World rarely has good sales. That at least in my neck of the woods, I see other people that get really good sales from Walmart, but I don't. I don't ever get good sales from them. I guess because we're in this hot climate, so they don't feel the need to put their yarn on sale. Or maybe they do and I just don't go because the only time I really go, if I have to go and pick up a prescription, I'll take a stroll down the lane. And that's all it is, a lane for one side. It's a short one too. That's it. And one of the Walmarts. The other Walmarts have bigger selections, but I don't go to those. I go to the one that's nearest to me. But it's only one aisle, and that is it. So they don't feel the need to put any of that on sale. So I just go there when I have to. If it's something I want to get quick. And a lot of times they don't even have what you're looking for. So I find myself buying stuff I don't need. That's why I try to stay away from there. Where was I went to and had a handful of, oh, when I went to Michael's, was it Michael's? Yeah, it was Michael's because I was buying the size 3 crochet thread, and I went online and I saw that they had for 3.90. I think it was 3.99. Yeah, 3.99. But if you got 3 of them, but anyway, they had like a 20% off, so it was like $11 or something like. No, something like that. I forgot. So I saw that. I said, okay. So I ordered from one Michael's, and then I ordered from another Michael's. So the second Michael's I went into, I don't even know why I ended up with so much stuff in my hands, but I did. And so when I finally got to the cash register and I dumped everything on the cash register, my arms were like locked because I had held on to that stuff for so long. I said, next time I go in there, I'm going to make sure I just pick up a little basket so that I am not stuck like that again. That was one of the other things about the, the Michaels by me. They used to have the little baskets like all around the store because they know women. They have their baskets all around the store. So you got into that position. But this one, I'm trying to think, this one doesn't have that. They only have them when you first walk in. I don't recall seeing them anywhere else. But the Michaels that used to be by me, they had their baskets throughout the store. So just in case somebody like me goes in there for one thing and has a handful of things by the time they leave, they're not looking for a basket. It's right there near. But I'm going to go over to Joann's and get my little hole punch and get some more ear wire stuff. And I'm going to be ready to make another pair of earrings when my kit comes. It's going to be exciting. I might have to break out my Cricut machine and make some stuff to go on it. We'll see. I don't want to go overboard because I know me, I'm good for going overboard, like buying too much yarn. But at least I know the yarn I'm going to make because this is my first love. This is what I wake up and go to sleep with. Jewelry making is not what I wake up and go to sleep with. But I always want to try something new. And I certainly enjoy making these. So I know my other one is dry now, so I can go and pick up all of my goodies from Joann's and be ready to make the ladies that did the make along with her, they had some really cute earrings. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of this from the kit. Because it's I forgot the name of the paper company. I want to say Capital. I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't familiar to my brain. So I'm sure if I go into Michael's, it will be familiar once I see it. But I'm going to try to avoid that area for now. Yarn is mine too since my husband passed. Oh, sorry to hear that. I was watching This Is Us, and I know I should never watch This Is Us when I'm at work, when I shouldn't be watching it. That show, since it came on air, I don't think I've ever watched any of them and not cried. Hi, Ronan. How are you today? You like the earring? Yeah. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay, where's the earring? Here. It's my logo. I've been practicing on how to make paper earrings. So this is what I did today. My other one is out there dry. It should be dry by now. That's your show, Helen. Oh my goodness. I love, and by the way, Ronan, I hope you did the thumbs up when you came in. I forgot that. That show, I cry every single one of them. I cry. It is it is the most, I don't even know who does the show. I barely know the actor's real name, but that person that created this show has such vision. Because when my mom was like, I don't understand that show. I said, because you have to watch it because they go from the past to the present. And if you somebody that turns your head and come back to it like, what? What happened? What happened? Who are those people? I love it. It is one of the very few shows on television that I'm really, now I'm dedicated to my Young and the Restless. That's my escape from the foolishness of the world. But that show, and other than my crime shows, but that is like one of my all-time favorite um, fiction shows. That the cast itself, they all gel together. It's just, I always wonder, I'm sure they a lot of times you find out, when you hear background stories about shows, that the cast don't get along, and it's like, what? They look like they're such good friends on the show. Just like Jaleel White. I just saw the unsung about Jaleel. No, is it uncensored? Uncensored. Jaleel White, the little boy. Well, he's a grown man now. That was on Family Matters, and he said that he was not um, very welcome when he started the show. And, he was young, he didn't know any better. But, now growing up, he gets it, he understands. But he says that the younger ones that were on the show, they're all really good friends now. but initially it wasn't like that. Because, you know, it's always, you know, people try, you know, somebody comes into the show and then all of a sudden, oh, he's the star. I thought this was my show. And that's in those, I know Hollywood people pit people against one another with that kind of stuff. Because he said when the show was started, it was a spinoff from the lady, and I don't remember, he said the spinoff show, but I don't even remember the show that it was a spinoff, that she was a spinoff from. And then they went and got, so of course they told her, this is your show. And then I watched some Chinese dramas. Ooh, I don't know anything about that. Oh, you love the show too, Mandela? Um, then so then they got the guy that was on Die Hard, who played the cop in Die Hard. So of course they made him a cop on the show, and then they got the lady from Tony Orlando and Don. Well, I can't think of her name right now. And so he says that, you know, they probably told her, this is your show because, you know, you are a real star, and told him, well, this is your show because you are a real star, and then told the lady, this is your show because you're a real star. So, you know, that's him speculating, but I'm sure that's how it happened. And then, of course, when he came onto the show, and then everybody, you know, gravitated to this little goofy Urkel character, and then he got all the attention, and then of course the adults didn't like that. And it's just like if any of you ever watched Good Times, that was the same thing with JJ Walker. You know, he was him and Flo, what was her name? Florence. What was her real name? Oh, anyway, I can't even think. But they were at it because he kind of took over the show too, because everybody wanted to see him come in and says dynamite and all that stuff. And then same thing with Will Smith. Him and the first Aunt Viv didn't get along for a long time. So that is Hollywood, and that is why I watch my soap opera. Because if they don't like each other, oh well, they don't like each other on the show anyway. So I just stick with that. But I just love This Is Us. I love that show. It is such a, oh, it just, I cry every time, every single time. I'm like, when are they going to have a show where I don't have to cry? But I do enjoy it. All right. I have been on for a minute, so I am going to go. I appreciate you all coming on to listen to me babble. And I'm going to have my other earring. Oh, I keep doing that because it's so hard. I'm going to have my other earring on tomorrow. I really like these. I don't even feel them. Until I move my head, I don't even feel them. They are just that lightweight. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to go and show off my little logo. All right, ladies. Thank you all for joining me. And I appreciate you all. If you are available tomorrow, I will be here. Same time, same bat channel. So you all take care. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.